What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning the current unified heavyweight champion of the world, Oleksandr Usyk, as he was asked to participate in a youth foundation seminar as he explained his beginning, his struggle, his trials, his tribulations, his doubts, and what motivated him to become one of the best boxers on the planet. And as he explained to the children, it was a show and tell, Q&A. He was definitely up for the task as he explained how everything was complicated at first, and how he became a boxer. And, there's a lot of things in this video that's very informative. I'll leave the link below in the description. It has English subtitles because of course, it is in Ukrainian. So he was asked, some very interesting questions by the future of the amateur Kiev or Ukrainian boxing team, okay? Because these are younger boxers that were asking him questions about his career. And the things that stick out about this is the fact that Oleksandr Usyk did fail once upon a time. In the 2008 Olympics, he explained that he thought boxing was corrupt. He didn't want any part of it. He decided to start another business, as explained in this video, and how he came back, okay? And it was just one of those things where he doesn't even watch TV. And that's another thing that I learned. He's a very complicated guy, but most guys like that's mentally strong doesn't do things that me and you do every single day, like watch TV, videos or such, and he just so happened to check out a boxing match that got him rejuvenated and remotivated and rededicated back into the sport. So he went back in 2012 in London, hit pay dirt, achieved his gold Olympic medal, and then started in the professional ranks, and also I want to talk to you guys about something that was revealed in this video. Okay, this video was very revealing because, what I thought that was going to be just a cut and dry, like set in stone, may not be, okay? Based on the things that Oleksandr Usyk said, okay? He said a lot of things concerning Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury, okay? So, as far as Anthony, he was like, well, yeah, I want to fight Anthony, but does it make my career better by fighting him? I want to fight the best fighters, and I want to be able to grow into the sport, not be stagnant. Okay, so, and then he would love it in the Ukraine, but of course, Wembley would be the ideal spot because of the British pounds versus their currency in the Ukraine. And that was something that, of course he would like it in the Ukraine, but he also understands the business aspects of it. And the way he was talking about the money and how the politics are in the sport of boxing, it's more than just him and the opponent, because you have other factors, okay, that you deal with when you're dealing with a boxing match, especially something on that magnitude that consists of millions of dollars, okay? So, and the interesting thing is that he may end up fighting Tyson Fury, because he mentioned Tyson Fury like, well, yeah, ultimately, I would like to fight Tyson Fury, right? And he said, but there's a possibility that I could rematch with Anthony Joshua, okay? And I know what I would like to do versus what I'm doing, and I think that he mentioned the money and everything, and then if you take a listen to what Anthony Joshua is saying, talking about Well, if the business is right, then I may step aside this, that, and the other. Then you hear Eddie Hearn say what he had to, his 2 cents about it. Well, I'll come to him if there is an offer that's legitimate. So the money is everything. And Usyk said this, well, it's up to the money that would motivate or would dictate who I end up fighting or not. It has to make sense. But the good thing is Tyson Fury has already expressed that he would like to fight Oleksandr Usyk for all the belts. And in this particular video, okay, if you give this a good read, Oleksandr Usyk has also expressed like, hey, I want to fight Tyson Fury because he's already beaten Anthony Joshua. So his mindset is like, hey, I will do and fight whoever, but I would like to be challenged. And I think Oleksandr Usyk knows that, hey, I want the challenge, but the money is the thing that motivates this whole engine. Okay. And then that's exactly what he was saying. And there were other factors as well, of, how he would like to, eradicate aggression in the world, meaning like people that spark violence. And he was using himself as an example of a guy pushing him, and then the way he was like, hey, I'm sorry, and how the guy was puzzled because he thought that he was going to have that fire with fire type mentality with him, but instead his reaction disarmed the guy that pushed him or bumped into him, right? So, it's one of those things where he has a different mindset than other people, than an average everyday Joe Blow. Okay. And also he mentions Tyson Fury as an example of people that talk trash and how it's useless in the sport of boxing, and how people try to throw you off by talking trash and insults. And he brought up Tyson Fury. He said, well, this exactly what Tyson Fury tries and he does. Like he's saying, Tyson Fury uses this strategy to mislead someone's opponent. And that makes the opponent feel some type of way, and it throws them off the game. And therefore he has the advantage because he's not thrown off. Okay. But he's like, the fight, but it's about offensive words, but it's not. But this is the dirt, and that remains between us. And it is true. Oleksandr Usyk mentioned that, yeah, the words may, the fight may be over, but the words will remain, and I think Oleksandr Usyk, that's what makes him strong. He mentions how you read, that's what makes your brain think more and better, and he had a lot to say in this particular interview, but he does also show his dislike for trash talkers. What puts me in the mind of the great Joe Frazier, as Muhammad Ali was making his comeback when he got his license back, and how he would say these offensive things against or about Joe Frazier, and then his kids had to see it, and it affected his kids, so that it affected his family. So Joe Frazier fought with the will of iron. That's how he ended up defeating Muhammad Ali, because Muhammad Ali decided to use trash talk to motivate and sell a fight, whereas Joe Frazier took it personally. So Oleksandr Usyk is one of those guys that knows, hey, that people try to do those type of tactics, but it doesn't work on him. We'll see if that happens if he ever takes on Tyson the Gypsy King Fury, because Fury will come with everything, including the kitchen sink when it comes to trash talk. But again, this was a great informative video. Again, I would encourage everyone to check it out. It's on Oleksandr Usyk's official channel. And I will leave the link below. You guys tell me what you think of the possibility of Oleksandr Usyk taking the Tyson Fury fight over the Joshua fight if it comes down to money, dollar, and cents. Of course, please subscribe, leave your comments below, and you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.